Look at this view. This is the province of Chupaca in the Mantaro Valley, one of the least visited provinces, but in this video I'm gonna show you and tell you why you should come. Let's go. We just arrived in Chupaca. This is a province in the Junin region in the Valle, in the Mantaro Valley. We're gonna be going around, but first we're gonna have lunch. Juan here is gonna be going around with us.
Hello.
And we're gonna have lunch first at La Hacienda. We've come to Hacienda Marro to have lunch. Look at this huge plate. I've got the classic pachamanca from the Valley of Mantaro. I got lamb and chicken, and of course potatoes and all the other good stuff. This is called humita. It's kind of like a sweet tamal. Yeah! With the spicy sauce. So you got the picante de cuy, which is kind of like a spicy guinea pig. How is it?
It's really good.
Good.
I really like it, yeah.
Está bien rica esta chicha de jora. The food was great. We had a really good time drinking chicha de jora, and now we're going to the center of the city to see how it looks. We're now in the Plaza of the Independence. This is a very important plaza because it commemorates the heroes that fought during the Independence War and the war against Chile. From the Plaza of the Independence, we walk about a block to reach the main plaza in Chupaca. From the sky, we see the main church of Saint John the Baptist of Chupaca with its beautiful towers. And look, it's a bird. Damn. I have bad news. The drone just got stuck in a tree. We're trying to get it down. Man, not a good evening. I was getting a good shot and then still here, look. This is the view of the camera and the drone. Fortunately, we were able to find these Chupaca officers, whom with their indumentary were able to climb the tree to make the drone fall, for us to catch it. I'm amazed that the drone is like nothing happened. Even the wings are fine. The camera is moving well. I'm gonna fly it to see how it goes. It's just a little stressed out, but it's gonna go to therapy. Let's see. Oh yeah. Like nothing happened. Oh my. Good boy. So in honor of this town, Chupaca, we're gonna call this drone Chapi in honor of the Chapi warriors, because this little guy has been through a lot. So this is Chapi. So we have the mask of the Chapi warrior. This is a warrior from this area, from Chupaca, and the new name for this drone, because it's a warrior, Chapi. Ahora con Juan nos vamos a explorar un poco de la zona rural de Chupaca. This bridge right on top of the Punas River has a lot of history. They say that there was an owner of this land that died, and during midnight he comes out with his horse and he sits around this arch right there. And if you come with a friend and pass through it, you will fall in love. That's what the story says. The Arch of Love. This is where the old mill used to be. Now you can just see the base. Se mueve un poco. In this cactus, we can find one of the most important animals during colonial times when the Europeans came to the Americas, the cochinilla, because of the color, the red. And this is a natural tint that are used for a lot of cosmetics too.
Estas son las cuevas de Cayabayauri. Esto utilizaba como refugio para protegerse del clima, la lluvia, la inclemencia. y de acá ellos salían a cazar. En esa etapa esas personas eran recolectores y cazadores. Y ahí después van a surgir, a ser ya sedentarios, donde van a surgir las pequeñas culturas, en el caso de la cultura huanca en el Valle del Mantaro. Esta es la guinda.
La guinda.
O también conocida como capulí. Esto es lo que se come. Muy agradable. De ahí se hace licor de guinda.
Kind of like strawberry or blueberry. Kind of like blueberry. A strong taste, but good. This is the sauco. Sour. This museum, known as Paripauki, houses remains that were found in the caves that we just saw. It's closed. Maybe we can find some pictures online. It's gonna rain any minute, according to Juan's predictions. So, let's go. It just started raining, so we're gonna go into El Hornito to grab something to drink, something hot. We're starting with the calientito, a naranjita. This is an orange juice with orange juice, honey, and pisco liquor.
Salud.
Salud por Chupaca y los Chapis. I'm loving it. We ordered some pizza. This is the Chupaquina pizza. It has a pig from the zone. Pig is very popular here, and some red peppers. Let's see. Very good. This is just the start on our journey in Chupaca. We'll continue tomorrow. We're back in Chupaca, and today we're gonna start eating a very typical breakfast, which is lechon. It's a pig. They eat it with bread, and it's gonna be here. Juan is back, and Renzo is behind the camera. ¿Cuál es el secreto del lechón?
A cocinar todas las noches en horno artesanal. En la noche 7 horas y a leña.
Mira, nos está dando a probar el lechón. A ver. She's giving us some lechón, some pig. The typical Chupaquino coffee comes concentrated, so they just have to pour it in the hot water. And I got a wheat coffee. It doesn't have that much caffeine. ¿Rico? A ver el de cebada. Sí sabe. This is the typical Chupaquino breakfast. The pig, a tamal, potatoes, cornels, and bread. We need, and this sauce, green sauce. We're gonna eat the typical breakfast, the lechon on the bread. This is the typical breakfast. I already tried the pig, so it was good. Let's see. Green sauce. This is typical around here. It's good.
Lo que se pierde.
Está bueno. This tamal, it's great. Oh my god, I love it. Totally recommend this place. 5 stars. We're gonna go into the market, the Modelo market here in Chupaca, just to get aside because we just ate. We can't eat anything. Right in front of the plaza, you can take the vans that go to the Ñawinpuco Lagoon, and that's where we're heading. We're now in the Ñawinpuco Lagoon, and we're gonna go on a boat. We're now in the boat. Juan is the one driving the boat. And we can see a lot of ducks around of different kinds. They're flying, they're in the lake. There's more boats too. Very nice view. So this is a floating island and there's a lot of this around. I'm standing on a piece of wood because otherwise you kind of sink. You see? Very interesting. It's probably around 3 meters deep. So as proof that this is a floating island, we've gotten to the shore and we were away from it and it keeps moving. That's amazing. After the lake, we were invited to see the production of honey. Let's go to the beehive of the restaurant Las Flores, where we will eat later. Let's go get honey with all the gear, and this container where smoke from burned donkey's feces is used to keep bees away.
No se asusten, ¿eh? ¿Quiere agarrar? Un poco de miel, ¿cierto? Wow. Un poco de miel, No sé nada, Estos son los tíos.
Whoa, 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 whoa. The gathering of honey here is done approximately 3 times a year. Miren, esta es la miel que se acaba de recolectar. Miren, fresquita. Wow. La diferencia en la textura es que esta está cristalizada y esta no. Esta es fresca. Now let's get to eating the nice dishes at the Flores restaurant. This is a chilcano made with a trout instead of a sea fish. Really good. This is a trout ceviche instead of sea fish. Mmm. It's strong. It stopped raining. We just left the lake. Now we're going up to the an archaeological site, Arguaturo. It's where the Huancas from the Huanca culture put their food or collected their food. So let's go. We've reached the top of the mountain, and from here you can see part of the Mantaro Valley. You can see it's huge. Looks really pretty. And over here you can see the remains of the Arguaturo civilization. We're in the highest point of the mountain. This is the archaeological site of Arguaturo, and this worked kind of like as a refrigerator because they hold the food here and it maintained cool. It was maintained cool because of the wind that came from all directions. It's about to rain. It could hail any minute. We're during the rainy season. This is February. No, it's January. It's January, rainy season. So it's gonna rain any minute now. You listen? Right over there, you can see the biggest city in the valley, Huancayo, and it's raining in part of the city. You can clearly see the rain. It's crazy.
Chapi, tienes 5 minutos para que vueles.
The home point has been updated. Please check it on the map.
Wow, qué loco se ve, mira. The winds are too strong right now, so we'll fly it in a bit.
Yo no entiendo por qué el guía nos está diciendo que vayamos por allá cuando podemos de repente ir por allá.
Quiere poner drama al video. Hell is coming down. We're going to take shelter. Oh man, it's very windy.
It seems it was so strong.
A medio subir las escaleras, nos agarró la lluvia con la tormenta, con los rayos y en la granizada. Nos caí en todita la cara, nos golpea la cabeza, pero felizmente yo estaba con el gorro. Ya nos habían informado una señorita que acá había una casita con techo. Si, ¿dónde está? ¿Dónde está esa casita? ¡Auxilio, auxilio!
Ya están a salvo.
Ya estamos a salvo.
The thunderstorm just stopped around 30 minutes after, kind of like what Juan predicted. We met some friends that took shelter, and there's not even that much wind right now. So we're gonna try to fly the drone. Now we've come to San Juan de Iscos. This town is known because here they found a gonfoterio. This is a kind of like an elephant from the dinosaur times, of more than 10,000 years. It's housed in a museum here, but it's closed right now so we can't see it. But I'll put the picture here of how it looked, the remains. This is how it looked in life. We're now reaching the Chongos district, where you find the most important religious treasures of Chupaca, among them this antique chapel. It keeps raining and we've taken shelter, but we've come to a very important place in the valley and in Peru. This is one of the oldest temples in Peru and the oldest in the valley, the Chapel of Copón.
Aquí podemos apreciar el famoso Muro de los Lamentos. Cuenta la tradición en aquella época las personas que no aceptaban a la religión o a los herejes eran sometidos bajo castigo. En este muro lo flagelaban hasta la agonía. De ahí viene el nombre del Muro de los Lamentos.
We're going into the chapel. Juan is an authorized guide, so they gave him the key to go in. We're going into one of the oldest temples in Peru and in Latin America.
Antes que lo construyeran la capilla los españoles, era una huaca prehispánica que se veneraba a Marumalca. Ya después, para imponer la religión católica, construyen la capilla. Luego, con el tiempo, pasaron a llamarle la capilla del Taita Copón, porque aquí fue encontrado un copón de oro.
Ahí está la Trinidad. Es todo de adobe, ¿no?
Sí, de adobe. Algunos cuentan la tradición, dice que debajo de esto había una cripta y había como túneles subterráneos donde había tesoros, y por motivo de que la gente quería buscar esos tesoros, por eso que lo han clausurado.
Ah, se ven los frescos, ¿no? Antiguos.
La pasión y muerte de Jesucristo, la Santísima Cruz de Mayo. El caballito es el patrón del pueblo, Santiago Apóstol, por eso que lleva el nombre de la localidad Santiago León de Chongos.
We're in the central plaza of Chongos, here the Santiago Apostol Church temple, but this cross right here is very important because it's the oldest in Peru, and you can see the faith of the people. Even though it's raining non-stop, they're here praying and lighting candles. It is known as the oldest existing cross of Peru. It was constructed when the Spaniards arrived in the 16th century. It has Christ in the cross on one side and the Virgin Mary on the other, as well as other Catholic symbols. It is known among its believers for being very miraculous. Here, everyday people arrive with colored candles and they wait until they completely melt while they ask for favors to the cross, the Taita Cruz, like many call it.
Estamos viniendo nosotros acá porque la fe cristiana es muy grande y estamos viniendo acá para pedir por nuestros familiares que están un poco delicados de salud y todo eso.
Candles are very important in the process of fulfilling the miracle.
Que se consuman total y para poderlo llevar a la señora lo que nos ha vendido para que nos dé cómo nos va a ir en nuestra salud, en todo lo que le estamos pidiéndole.
The candles and chairs are sold and rented by businesses close by.
Velas de colores, donde que el blanco es salud, donde los celestes son para los estudiantes, para el que tiene negocio es el rosado y para el que tiene trabajo es el morado. Y ahí ponemos el juego familiar, que es la pareja. Hacemos que haya dinero, hacemos que haya protección.
Fortune tellers like Mercedes are in charge of figuring out what the melted wax is saying about their future.
Hacemos un ritual, agradecemos con un ramito de flor. Se les da la motivación que nuestro Señor tiene que darle confianza, que Él es el que va a interceder a lo que tú pides.
As you can see, Chupaca has a lot to offer. It's still raining, so we're saying goodbye to this province from chongos, and there's always something that we didn't do. If you know of something, if you like something in a specific, comment, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.